Welcome to all the students once again. Today we will see the topic which is based on Google Sheet, Google Slide and Google Classroom of the Unit 2, that is Recent Trends in Business Communication. So let us first start with the Google Sheet. Google Sheets, also properly known as Spreadsheet, is a free web-based spreadsheet application that is provided by Google within the Google Drive service. The application is also available on a desktop application on Chrome OS and as a mobile app, that is Chrome operating system. So this is a spreadsheet, or you can call as a Google Sheet. You just need a Google account to get the use of this spreadsheet or this particular Google Sheet. Here you will see there is options like file, editing, view, insert, format, data, tools, adds on and help. You can share also this particular spreadsheet in a meeting, in an online meeting, that is on a Google Meet. So this is how a spreadsheet looks like, or a Google Sheet look like. Let us move on to the features. First feature is editing. One of the key features of Google Sheets is that it allows collaborating editing of spreadsheets in real time. Rather than emailing one document to multiple people, a single document can be opened and edited by multiple users simultaneously. So users can see every change made by the other collaborators, and all changes are automatically saved to Google servers. So it provides the facility of editing. The next one is Explore. The Explore feature in Google Sheet was first introduced in September 2016, and it uses machine learning to bring additional functionalities. This feature provides a lot of information based on the data added to spreadsheet, and it can auto update itself depending on the selected data. So whatever the data is fed in the spreadsheet, and according to that data the Explore function works. It provides the update or information based on the information that is being added to the spreadsheet. Next one is offline editing. Google Sheet supports offline editing, and users can edit the spreadsheet offline either on desktop or mobile apps. On the desktop, users need to use the Chrome browser and install the Google Docs offline Chrome extension to enable offline editing for Google Sheets and other Google applications. When using mobile, users need to use the Google Sheet mobile app for Android, which support offline editing. So mobile app is also available for Google Spreadsheet, which you can use for offline editing. Next one is supported file formats. Google Sheet supports multiple spreadsheet file formats and file types. Users can open, edit, save or export spreadsheets and documents files into Google Sheets. Next one is integration with other Google products. Google Sheets can be integrated with other Google products such as Google Form, Google Finance, Google Translate and Google Drawings. For example, if you want to create a poll or questionnaire, you can input the question in Google Forms and then import the Google Forms into Google Sheets. So there is a integration, means there is a combination. You can use the other products, other Google products also with this Google Sheet. So these were the features of the Google Spreadsheet or Google Sheet, that is editing, explore, offline editing, supported file formats and integration with other Google products. Next comes the steps to use the Google Sheet. See, you first need a Google account. Once you have a Google account, you just have to visit your account and you will see, if you click here, you will see here Google Sheet. Just click on this sheet, then you will see like this page will open. Here you will get a blank spreadsheet, or you can get a ready-made or a templates of a spreadsheet and you can use it. For example, there is to-do list spreadsheet, annual budget, monthly budget, 2021 calendar. So this is how a particular spreadsheet look like. But if you want a new spreadsheet without anything being filled, then you can take the blank spreadsheet. Okay, a blank spreadsheet looks like this. This is a spreadsheet, or you can call it as a Google Sheet. Okay, you can also name the untitled spreadsheet, whatever the name you want to give. You can share this particular spreadsheet in an online meeting or to the another person who wants to use it. Okay, so this is how a Google spreadsheet look like, or Google Sheet looks like. Okay, see here in file you can share, you can import, make a copy of it, or you can download this to your desktop and you can use it whenever you want. And this is insert. You can insert row, column, cells, images, drawing, forms. See integration of other Google products. So see, here is a form, Google form. You can insert a Google form also. You can insert a link, you can comment it, you can put an equation also, mathematical equations also. So this is how you can use the Google Sheet. Okay, so this was the Google Sheet. Now we will move on to the advantages of Google Sheets. First is real-time collaboration. If you work with a team on the same matter which you are doing, you can use Google Sheets to add data at the same time wherever you are. Easy to use, it has a very simple interface, so individuals with beginner computer skills would feel more comfortable working in Google Sheets. Next is saved automatically. Everything is saved automatically. No need to worry whether your computer will crash. If you have a slow or old computer, Google Sheets is a safer opinion. So whatever the function you are working on a Google Sheet, it is automatically saved. Next one is no data loss. When you store data and documents online, your computer doesn't lose memory. And it's a free to use. There is no charge required for using Google Sheet. It is a very free to use application. Now let us see the disadvantages of Google Sheets. First is security is issue. See, Google Sheet documents are on the cloud. So if someone hacks your business email, your data may leak. And if you worry about data safety, Excel is better for preserving important and confidential documents rather than in Google Sheets. So security is always an issue with the Google Sheets. Next one is not good for complex data. See, for complex accounting and bookkeeping, formulas in Google Sheets are not good enough. So in this way, it is a very complex to use. Complex to use Google Sheets when you have to enter big data or large number of data. Next one is data visualization. Google Sheets don't have a wide range of data visualization options like Excel. So these are the disadvantages, like security issue, not good for complex data like accounting and bookkeeping, and data visualization. Next is Google Slide. So this is how a Google Slide looks like. See. So Google Slide was launched in 2006. Google Slides, formerly known as Google Presentations, is a free presentation web application. It includes nearly all the capabilities of a traditional presentation program such as Microsoft PowerPoint. Google Slides offers the benefit of cloud storage, which means that users' documents are saved automatically and may be retrieved even if their hard drive or SSD fails. It supports the PPT, PPTX, PPTM. So these are the formats which are supported by the Google Slides. So this is how a particular Google Slide looks like. See, this is a Google Slide. It is more like a Microsoft PowerPoint, but whatever the data is entered this particular slide, it is automatically saved because it works on cloud computing. So this is how a Google Slide looks like. Now let us see the advantages of it. The first is Google Slide is free to use. Yes, one of the biggest advantages is that Google Slides, it's completely free to use for all its users. There aren't any powerful presentation applications that provide such flexibility and features as that of Google Slides, and yet are completely free to use for the users. So the option to use Google Slides for free makes it go-to presentation application for students, non-profits and other organizations who may not be in a position to spend on licenses of presentation software. Okay. Next is allows real-time collaboration. What made Google Slides an immediate hit amongst its nearly adopters was the capability to provide real-time collaboration on presentations with other team members. Real-time collaboration allows you and other members of your team to prepare, edit, or even work together on the same presentation at the same time. This means you no longer have to wait for your team members or your reporting manager to confirm the final edits. With a one particular Google Slide, in a one particular Google Slide, many members of your team can work at the same time. So this is what real-time collaboration means. Google Slide is a web-based tool. One of the biggest challenges that users face within some of the other most common presentation applications is that constant need to download or the need to update the software for its function correctly. If you are using Google Slides, you do not need to worry about this anymore, as it is a web-based tool. Next is slides are automatically saved. If you have ever used other presentation applications such as PowerPoint, you have surely at least once in your life experienced the agony of losing hours of hard work simply because you forget to press Ctrl+S or save the file. Your presentation will be automatically saved in the cloud. Whatever change or edit you will make also be saved instantly. It is also possible to revert and restore any edits that you may have made. Next one is embedding videos. One of the other benefits of Google Slide is the ease with which one can embed elements such as video, images, maps, etc. Embedding YouTube videos works especially well, which otherwise is cumbersome process if you are using other presentation applications. So embedding of videos is very easy while we are using the Google Slides. Next advantage is accessibility. Remember the days when you had to enter your presentation on carry out your presentation on a pen drive to your meeting just in case your boss was not able to open the presentation on his or her computer. With Google Slides, those days are well behind us. This means if you have forgotten your presentation on your computer at home, you can still access it during the meeting without having to rush back to pick up your laptop, because it is saved on it, because it is based on cloud computing, or it is a web-based tool. So it makes that you can just access the Google Slide from any of the computer. Next one is sharing a presentation is easy. With PowerPoint or Keynote, one of the biggest challenges is that people face is in sharing the presentation with the client. But this is really easy if you are using Google Slides. It can be shared very easily. Next one is cross-platform availability. One of the other major advantage with Google Slides is that it is available across all the major devices and operating systems. In contrast, most other presentation software is not available across all major devices and operating systems. Next is Google Slides also works offline. Google Slides is now provided with a feature to function even when it is offline. Granted that some of the internet-based embedded elements may not function while you are offline, however, you will surely be able to edit, add, remove and save your presentation. Now let us see the disadvantages. First disadvantage is Google account is mandatory. To operate Google Slide, one need to have a Google account. The second one is availability of limited themes. Many people today like to use themes in order to make the presentation look nice, but there are limited amount of themes which are available on the Google Slides. Next is learning curve. Like any new software, there is a bit of a learning curve when you start using it, so that is not really a challenge. Next one is limited options for animations and transitions. So there are limited options provided for animation and transition to put on your Google Slides. So this is also one of the limitations of the Google Slide. Next one is formatting loss when importing to Google Slides. One of the key features that Google Slides provides is that it allows you to import a PowerPoint file. That's great, because if you decide to take a plunge and start using Google Slides while you are using others around you are still using PowerPoint, you will definitely be able to open the presentation created by your colleagues. The disadvantage though is that there is a loss in formatting when importing such presentation files into Google Slides. It means that when you have prepared a presentation on Microsoft presentations, and if you transfer or import that particular presentation on Google Slides, then whatever the formatting was done on that Microsoft presentation, it will be lost to some extent when it will be imported to the Google Slides. Next is limited file types for exporting. One of the other disadvantages of using Google Slides is that limited options of converting your presentation into a different file type. Lack of advanced features. When Google Slides does not provide some really innovative features, it doesn't suffice the needs of advanced presentation creators. There are several advanced features that can be seen missing in Google Slides. And the last one is access to Google accounts is restricted. One of the biggest drawback of Google Slide is that access to this application requires a Google account, and many corporate organizations avoid giving access to personal email accounts such as Gmail for security reasons. So these were the limitations of using Google Slides. Now let us see Google Classroom. Google Classroom enables teachers to create an online classroom area in which they can manage all the documents that their students need. Documents are stored on Google Drive and can be edited in Drive's app such as Google Docs, Sheet, and so on. This improved platform of learning offers free education for students. It is merely a reflection of the same regular paperwork system and records tasks that are done offline. So this is how a Google Classroom looks like. So this is how I have created a Google Classroom for my classes. I see SY BCom A division, SY BCom D division, SY BCom E division, then FY's CNH division, and MCom. So this is how a classroom is created. From here the classroom is created. You just need a Google account, and from here a Google Classroom is created, and the following link is generated which can be shared to the students so that they can join the particular classroom. So this is how a Google Classroom looks like. Now let us see the advantages. First one is easy accessibility. Even if a student is not aware of the mechanisms of Google Classroom, he can simply work on it conveniently. Students can access it easily with their Chrome browser through mobile, computer, or laptop. So it is easily accessible by the students as it is very easy to use. Next one is paperless. One of the essential features of using Google Classroom is that your homework and assignments get turned into paperless activities. Students can no longer carry those massive and huge piles of sheets to school. Even the assignments and tasks provided by teachers are saved in the drive. Students can easily complete their assignments over there. It reduces the time to write assignments. According to the assignments experts, Google Classroom quickens the process of writing assignments, as students can complete their assignments with much more ease and can even submit them from any place as per their comfort. So this makes the whole assignment process easy and convenient for students. The next one is provide leisure. The Google Classroom provides leisure to students to complete their assignments and tasks from a comfortable place at a convenient time. There is no fixed place decided to complete a task when you are using a Google Classroom. From anywhere and from any place one can complete this assignment and submit it. The next one is reuse assignments. Now you can reuse assignments, announcements, or questions from any one of your classes or any class you co-teach, whether it's from last year or last week. Once you choose what you would like to copy, you will also be able to make changes before you post or assign it. Effective feedback. Speaking of feedback, Google Classroom gives you the opportunity to offer your online support to your learners right away. This means that feedback becomes more effective as fresh comments and remarks have bigger impact on learners' mind. Next one is clean and user-friendly interface. Staying loyal to clean Google layout standards, Google Classroom invites you to an environment where every single design detail is simple and user-friendly. Needless to say, Google users will feel right at home. The interface of the Google Classroom is very easy to use and it can be used by students very effectively. Next one is improved calendar integration. We love changes that improve workflow. Classroom will automatically create a calendar for each of your classes in Google Calendar. This is one of the application of the Google. All assignments with a due date will be automatically added to your class calendar and kept up to date. You will be able to view your calendar from within Classroom or a class or on a Google Class calendar, when you can manually add class events like field trips or guest speakers or lectures. So this particular Google Classroom can be integrated with the Google Calendar, which can be used simultaneously while you are using the Google Classroom. Next comes the disadvantages. The first disadvantage is difficulty in sharing. Under the Google Classroom mechanism, students cannot share their work with friends until they become the owner of that document. They must need approval even if they want to share their classwork with other mates. So there is a hindrance in sharing the assignments and the documents by the students because they need permission before they can share the particular document of the presentations. Next one is limited integration. Students are not given the freedom to organize their study material and manage deadlines with Google Classroom. The reason behind this is that Google Classroom is not integrated with Google or even any other calendar. Next is account management. One of the drawbacks of this mechanism is that multiple domains cannot access it. A personal Gmail account cannot be used to log in. This creates a hassle for students as they have to be logged in Google Apps for education. And last one is no automated updates. The system of Google Classroom cannot be updated automatically, so students need to refresh it daily to avoid missing any of their homework or assignments before they start using the Google Classroom. So these were the disadvantages of Google Classroom, starting from the difficulty in sharing, limited integration, account management, no automated updates. So this was what Google Sheet, Google Slide and Google Classroom. Now, thank you.